As the Southern Baptist Convention begins its annual meeting in New Orleans today, the denomination is dealing with a historic drop in membership and a heated debate over women pastors. Charlene Aaron has the story.
The nation's largest Protestant denomination has seen a decline in membership for years and a drop in the overall number of congregations. This comes as debate about women pastors in the Southern Baptist denomination has seen a decline in membership for years and a drop in the overall number of congregations. This comes as debate about women pastors in the Southern Baptist Convention reaches a boiling point. Former Saddleback Church pastor Rick Warren recently issued a tough challenge to the denomination, calling it out for what he calls hypocrisy when it comes to the role of women in the church. Earlier this year, the SBC's executive committee ousted 5 churches, including Saddleback, for having women pastors. Saddleback is challenging that, with Warren expected to make a formal appeal at the SBC's annual meeting in New Orleans. That controversy, plus the membership decline, are pressing on Southern Baptists right now.
I've been talking about the
formal appeal at the SBC's annual meeting in New Orleans. That controversy, plus the membership decline, are pressing on Southern Baptists right now.
I've been talking about this for years. We have to expect it.
Statistics from 2022 show the number of members in Southern Baptist churches down around 13 million, down by more than 450,000 from 2021. The 22 show the number of members in Southern Baptist churches down around 13 million, down by more than 450,000 from 2021, the largest single drop in more than 100 years. Dr. Albert Mohler, president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, spoke with CBN News about the shrinking numbers.
There was a time when the Southern Baptist Convention was riding the crest of a largely churched and Christianized culture in which people gained social capital by joining our churches. Well, guess what? They cash out social capital by joining our churches now.
Mohler puts part of the blame on the pandemic.
Part of this, quite frankly, also is the disequilibrium that came with COVID. But there's no doubt that you really found out who was with you on the other side of COVID and who's going to show up to church.
Warren challenges that assessment.
17 years of decline, year after year after year. It's not a glitch. And who's going to show up to church?
Warren
Now I was going to let it play through. However, I'm not sure, in my background, if it's too loud or, if it's too low, because as you see, I'm playing the brother's video, GMS Kwawalia. I'm playing his video through my phone. So basically, they're talking about the steady decline of Christianity. More specifically, the Southern Baptist Church. And as he said, year after year after year, you continue to see a consistent decline of members in the Southern Baptist Church. However, even the double vocab, he says you continue to if you look into the Israelite community, all right, you continue to see a consistent amount of brothers coming in, waking up. All right,
challenges that assessment.
17 years of decline, year after year after year. It's not a
all right, so he's saying 17 years of decline, year after year after year, consistently.
Glitch. And the loss of 500,000 members.
Warren challenges that assessment.
17 years of decline, year after year after year. It's not a glitch. And the loss of 500,000 members in a single year cannot be ignored.
500,000 members in 1 year, as he said, cannot be ignored. All right. Hey, this is the time to where the truth shall spring up.
And I'll call it the Hebrew Israelites. There's a movement out called the Hebrew Israelites. There's a movement out called the Hebrew Israelites. Them fellas are fleshly.
Yeah.
They fleshly.
Right. Yeah.
They fleshly. Anytime you think a certain flesh, gonna make it, you know your flesh.
Yeah.
Anytime I say you think a certain flesh gonna make it, you know you're fleshly. And they don't, half of them don't even know who their father are. They come from broken homes. Right. Hebrew Israelites walking around in their suits and don't even know who their daddy is. Am I right? They come from broken homes.
Hey, well, that just proves who we are. That just proves again who we are. Does it not say in Deuteronomy 28 that basically the father shall leave the children? All right, but as we over here at Great Millstone say, it's all about faith. You know, you should know them by their fruits. All right, the elect, according to Romans 8:16, shall believe. All right, I think the brother's almost finished, but you know, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, for allowing me to do another lesson. Call law Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. We in some beautiful times, man. I'm excited, you know, and I'm excited, man. Watch the brother's video. The brother went, you know, he went in on this topic. I want to give my spiritual 2 cents as you know, this truth is getting out there. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, as he promised us, all right, through the mouth of King David, that he will maintain the cause of the righteous. Let's grab that. You know, I want to give double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect whom the Most have given ears to hear. Psalms chapter 9 verse 4. For thou maintainest my right and my cause. Let me start at the top. I will praise thee, O Yahweh, with my whole heart. I will shew forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high. We do that by going out on the highways and hedges, believing that the Lord's word will not go out void. And thus far we have not been forsaken. We have not been wrong. When my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou settest in the throne, judging right. Right? And through the process of time, all right, even after this devil had choked us out with Christianity and all types of lies, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai still put his truth back on his witnesses, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? Well, as the scriptures say, Psalms 4 and 6, there be many that say, who will shew us any good? Yahweh, thou and the light of thy countenance. Yahweh, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Right? But Yahweh did so by giving us Yahweh Shai. Alright? Yahweh Shai's represent is this word. Alright? Yahweh Shai, yes, he physically came in the flesh. Alright? And out of all the gifts he gave us, one prominent one being his flesh, his life. Alright, he left us his word. Alright, and through this word we will become one again with our power. Alright, we will cry out and the Lord will hear us. Alright, this is spiritually how the elect are being prepared. We're preparing the elect through this word. Alright. And of course, you know, as always, Salakia, I'm all over the place. Like I said, I'm so excited, man. So very excited. You know, because we went out of this place. And, you know, as this devil normally, he gets the W over those that go against the grain. But it's not happening this time, as we see. This is Psalm chapter 65. Salakia. That's true. Psalms chapter 85. I always get that mixed up. Psalms 85, verse 8. Whoo, let's start at let's start at 7. Show us thy mercy, O Yahweh, and grant us thy salvation. You see, even though, which that's prophecy, as it says in Revelation 11, we shall prophesy 1,300. Was it 1,203 score days, I believe, in sackcloth. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua knew that we were going to slavery because of our iniquities, as is written up in Deuteronomy 32, Deuteronomy 28. All right, in the process of time, we would slip, we would fall away. All right, because of our actions, the Lord will constantly put us under the hand of our enemies. At this point in time, or at a certain point in time, whereas Jake, celebrating this Juneteenth, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will get us out of captivity. And as everything, he got us out of captivity spiritually. He freed our minds. All right, as even the devil's slogan was, take the mind, leave the body. Right? But Yahweh, through Yahushua, through the Spirit of truth, is taking back the minds. All right, and soon he's going to be taking the bodies of the elect. All right, I will hear what God Yahweh will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly. And this is it. This is Israel's starting off through the salvation of the elect. Last time we're going to be in pain. Okay? As it says, let them not turn again to folly. Alright, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has already put it in the works that the election shall be saved. Alright? This is well, there's another one I was thinking of, was that Nahum, where it says affliction shall not rise up a second time. Israel's deliverance, that's going to be it. This is the last time we're going to be down. All right, we're in the final stage of prophecies, when the beast has been formed later in the EU, and they're going to push a digital device known as a MOTB upon the people. All right, you look in the news, World War III, all right, which is the final war, the war to end all wars, is being talked about. We are no longer going to come back into this hell. This is Isaiah chapter 10 verse 20. And when you go into the book of Isaiah, the 10th chapter, the Lord is rebuking the wicked, all right, for not giving the Lord his props. All right, and just like in ancient Egypt, Pharaoh thought he was the shit. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he came in through his prophet Moses to remind him of who he actually really is. And that's what the Lord is doing today through the prophets out there in the highways and hedges. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. All right. For the God of the hosts, for the Lord God of hosts, all right, the Lord God of armies, shall make a consumption even determined in the midst of the land. Okay. Let's grab it in the NLT. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20. In that day, the remnant left in Israel, the survivors in the house of Jacob, will no longer depend on allies who seek to destroy them, but they will faithfully trust Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel. You know? And why not? You know? This truth is growing. Meanwhile, Christianity is falling. Okay? Hey, brothers, again, dreams. Even the devil himself has nothing. He has no more room but to tell the truth. This proves that we at the end, right? He's spilling the beans on the Hollywood. You know, he's spilling the beans on the massive amounts of numbers of chariots they've been seeing. All right, the vehicles of our salvation. It says, a remnant will return. Yes, the remnant of Jacob will return to the mighty God. But though the people of Israel are as numerous as the sands of the seashore, only a remnant of them will return. The Lord has rightly decided to destroy his people. Yea, the Lord of heaven armies has already decided to destroy the entire land. All right. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has already decreed, all right, our deliverance. And if some is overflowed, you know, it's outside the realm of that particular body in which it was initially set to be in. You know, like you used to think about the water. I'm in a bathtub overflowing. All right, it's outside of the bathtub. Now it's on the floor. Now you have no choice but to what? To go in there, you know, try to stop the water, try to mop it up. But water gets everywhere, man. You know, that's this truth. It's all over. That's where you have the devil Hokab and all these demons. All right, trying tooth and nail, losing sleep, racking up freaking fly miles, as Brother Kalab says, just to try to stop us. But it says, back at Psalms 85, I will hear what Psalms 85 and 7. Shew us thy mercy, O Lord, O Yahweh, and grant us thy salvation. I will hear what the God, the Lord, will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people and to his saints, but let them not turn again to folly. All right, the elect won't turn again to folly. This is it for the elect, and through the salvation of the elect, 2/3 will come back through their loins. 2/3 will be blessed through the salvation of the elect. All right, there's numerous scriptures that speak about how the seed of the righteous will be blessed. And does not the scripture say in Romans 11 that all Israel shall be saved? All right, salvation is what? Being washed, first and foremost. All right, from these being salvation. Salvation is first and foremost being renewed in the mind. All right, without that, the whole body is done. All right, even Esau in his science will tell you that. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Let me start at 8. I will hear what God Yahweh will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people. All right. Hey, Yahweh Shai, the Prince of Peace, said what? Go not unto anybody but of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, his people, and to his saints. All right, Psalms 148 and 13 and 14. It might be Psalms 147. But let them not turn again to folly, Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. All right. In other words, what? Time and opportunity has met each other. Okay. The internet was put on this earth for us. All right. Read Psalms the 19th chapter. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. The consumption, all right, or what is it? Let's grab it one more time. Isaiah 10:22. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. Psalms 85, verse 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. As I mentioned before of Moses, Pharaoh, he was able to withstand for a small amount of time, all right, the curses that the Lord brought upon Egypt through Moses. But it came upon a time to where, you know, it was on his ass. He had to let us go. You know, and the more this devil continues to be rebellious, the more he sends agents our way, the more plagues will come upon this place. All right, as it is written, you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth. Yea, Yahweh shall give that which is good, and our land shall yield her increase. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Jerusalem meaning Yerushalayim, the city of peace, starting off with the Prince of Peace, which is Yahweh Shai. Righteousness shall go before him, and shall set us in the way of his steps. All right, Abba Bivens, who we believe through the Spirit has to be John the Baptist, set right the steps for us to come into this truth, and we're doing it for those that come after. All right, to the time to where the elect can be saved and pure hell can happen upon our enemies. All right, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19 verse 15, 19 verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Again, going into the downfall of our enemies, the downfall of Egypt, which America is known as spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. Everyone that make mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which have determined against it. All right, and then you now see that, you know, that bald head, Pastor Pork Chop, talking shit against us, because that's the only thing they have left. All right, and it's the only thing that the devil is going to pull out his pocket, because he's desperate now. All right, he may have to pull a plug on the internet, but at that point we know that the elect is sealed. All right, this is it. You know, to the end thereof, to where Pharaoh was just like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know, and then even at that point, he pursued us to his own destruction. All right, to where them chariots going to come and deliver the elect and destroy the wicked. Just as before, you know, you had the chariots of the Lord that stood between us and them in the midst of the Red Sea. That's going to happen now, to where the elect will be delivered, Lord willing, we be them men, and the enemy shall be destroyed. And that day shall there be an altar to Yahweh in the midst of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to Yahweh. All right, and it all started what? At 1 West. All right, that altar started at 1 West, in the midst of Egypt. All right, at even in this world, New York is known as the like the stock exchange of the world. You know, and it's heavy to where it's truth being the Lord's money, All right, is where from New York is where that money was dispersed. All right, and then from New York, you know, you have brothers out there in LA woke up, brothers speaking Spanish, and then from them brothers, all right, perceived through them brothers, you got brothers out there in Colombia, Peru, Bolivia that woke up. All right, not even necessarily speaking English like the apostles, but speaking the same word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi. This truth is out there. The brothers in the Philippines, Suriname, this truth is out. All right. Hey, so with that, shalom to the elect.